right, I've been working on something that it's really started to make my swing look more like what the goal is. Right now, it just comes a matter of getting better at it, trusting it, repping it in, trying to create the habit. And I've got the Gbox Gbox shallower, and I've used it in several different ways, but this one's kind of a newer way that I'm using it. And I'll get to that, but yeah, I see a lot of people that are trying to get shallow. One of the things I've struggled with in battle is my hands would kind of work away, and then they would work kind of more under, right? So when the hand path was working this way, I would hit this spot here, like on the way down, right? And that looks, that's a shallow position. Yeah, I mean, and by shallow, kind of what I'm getting at is that, on the way down, P5, left arm parallel to the ground, the shaft is pointing at or outside the ball. And yes, being shallow is important, but I think something that's not talked about enough is the momentum of how we're getting shallow. And I think this is as important to being shallow, because I can show you a still shot of me being shallow with my hand path working this way, right? Or I can show you a still shot me being shallow with my hands working this way. To me, this way is shallowing with a purpose. It's shallowing with the intent of hitting the golf ball. Right, to me, when the hands are working more out and under, that's shallowing to, look at a two-dimensional still shot of my golf swing and say, oh, cool, it's shallow. But if the hands are still working this way, I'm going to get stuck. At least I am. And a lot of people that I've worked with, I see the same thing. When the hands are kind of rounding back behind us, it's harder to keep the club in front of us. And that also tends to kind of want to get the lower body kind of driving, right? It's like, my hands work down, my hips drive, I get out of tilt, and it makes it harder to rotate. But when I'm using this Gbox, I try to keep it on top of my left pec in the takeaway, and that helps kind of promote what I like is a body-oriented one-piece wind-up. If I have the wind-up more one-piece, and the hand path works a little deeper earlier, then as I get later in the backswing around P3 and a half, then I can start a little arm rotation, and I can get this box from off of the top of my left pec, and the left arm will rotate and plant the top side of this box against my right pec. So that to me is getting the hand path working more over, right? Now, I'm not saying the plane is for sure not over, but if I have the hand path working in, I kind of allow the arms to rotate. Now, once I'm here, all I'm wanting to do is maintain this connection with my chest. And then that allows me to pressure, because that's helping me keep my arms up. If I'm keeping my arms up, then I can pressure into the left side easier. If I pressure into the left side easier, the left hip can work back instead of driving forward. If the left hip works back, life gets a lot easier, and I can square up to the target a lot earlier and exit. Right? So my rotation there is fairly complete, and I've got very good control of the club. Right? Whenever I'm working the other way, my arms are kind of dropping, I'm driving, and then I'm kind of stuck, or I'm not facing the target until much later in exit. And for me, it works better. The earlier I can get to facing the net, much easier to control the club. If I'm this way, the club's wanting to kind of snap into the back of my left hand. It's just, I'm not in control of it. And I used to do that and think that's what I was supposed to do. And of course, as with most things, I figured out I wasn't right. So anyway, that's really what I'm doing. This is staying on top of the left pec, more one piece, promoting hand depth. The hand depth will then allow me to kind of keep the shaft a little bit more vertical on the backswing. And I get a little bit of arm rotation. The left arm can rotate a little bit internally. Right arm can get more external because my arms are up. If I'm pulling the left arm down, my right arm wants to work back internal. If I keep that left arm up, now I can get back in front of me. I can rotate and not worry about a whole lot. Anyway, hope that helps.